Hello, I'm Diva, and I would like to welcome you to the absolutely Divalicious podcast. Hold fast to your dreams, for without them, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. A quote by Langston Hughes. Before we carry on with today's topic, I'd like to give a big thank you to my English course professor for actually suggesting this topic today in class, intriguing not only me but also my classmates, and therefore giving me inspiration to make it into a new episode. So let's begin. Dreams are defined as a series of thoughts, images, and sensations occurring in a person's mind during sleep. It is worth noting that they remain as one of behavioral science's great unanswered questions. Many believe that dreams might be our brain sending us messages about self-improvement or perhaps the future, but researchers usually disregard this idea, stating that that isn't the main purpose of dreams, but rather memory consolidation and mood regulation. In short terms, it's something similar to overnight therapy. While it may perhaps sound like a great benefit, it sadly isn't something everyone shares equally. People who are sleep deprived also tend to be dream deprived, spending less time dreaming and perhaps not even remembering them either. As I continued my research on this topic, I found various forms of answers which could all be summed up into one simple explanation. That dreams are the stories the brain tells us during the REM, also known as rapid eye movement, stage of sleep. People typically have multiple dreams each night that usually grow longer the closer you are to waking up. Over a lifetime, a person may dream for 5 or 6 full years. What a dream includes can be another long topic of discussing, but they typically involve elements from waking life, such as known people or familiar locations, though they also often have a pinch of fantasy involved. So let's say before you sleep, you take an old family album and look at some photos. There is a pretty high chance that the faces you see will take part of being involved in your dream that night. It is important to note that the fantastical feel to your dreams might make you live out scenarios that would never be possible in real life, whether they're positive or negative. The next interesting thing about dreams is the way they can be interpreted. It seems like people have always tried to figure out the meaning of their dreams, but dream interpretation as a psychological study field emerged back in 1899 when Sigmund Freud, yes, the daddy that said everything was about sex, published his book, The Interpretation of Dreams. Though most experts today would say that Freud's conclusions were wrong, others don't believe dreams have any meaning at all. But I'm pretty sure that dream interpretations are practiced in many cultures and religions, where people continue looking for clues to their inner lives, creative insights, and perhaps their future as well. Now, as I've mentioned before, dreams don't necessarily have to be good, so a term called nightmares is used for those that create feelings of terror, anxiety, or despair that can lead to psychological distress or sleep problems like insomnia. Turns out, researchers have identified a range of causes for them, including post-traumatic stress, anxiety, especially the presence of generalized anxiety disorder, dissociation, and psychological changes. Even though real-life experiences are often manifested in nightmares, they don't have to be exact replays of anything that has actually happened to us, but they could perhaps have a strong symbolic or indirect connection to an event. Lucid dreams can and usually occur during the late-stage REM sleep, where the dreamer is aware that they are asleep, but yet they can not only control themselves within their dreams, but also events and things happening around them. Lucid dreamers report willing themselves to fly, fight, or even act out certain fantasies during those periods. Even though evidence on learning how to lucid dream on your own remains inconclusive, there are many communities dedicated to teaching ways and methods to achieve such results. I personally haven't really read into them too much, but I do remember one method where you write down every one of your dreams after you wake up. But I'm no expert on it, so take it with a grain of salt. Anyway, that would conclude today's episode. I really hope it wasn't making you yawn too much. Till the next time, stay safe. Goodbye.